Uh, I was planning on blowing my stack in this video. I was. 90 minutes ago, if I had decided to go ahead and make my post-game video, then I would have blown up. An hour ago, if I made this video, I probably would have blown up. I've had some time to cool down. The game has been basically over for the past hour plus. The game officially ended maybe half an hour ago. Had some time. I'm cool. I'm calm. I'm collected. I'm gonna keep it together, and I'm just gonna try to make an honest post game video like I usually do. But what I saw out there today, that was disgusting. And I can only think of one or two games in the Pete Carroll era where I was more disgusted with this team after it was over. And it's not just because we lost. It's not even because we got blown out. And don't look at the final score. If you somehow, for some reason, didn't watch this game, don't even look at the final score. This was a blowout. This game was 27-7 early in the third. This game was 33-14 early in the fourth. It was over way before that. So don't get it twisted. We basically got blown out in this game, whatever you want to say about what happened in that fourth quarter. it's deeper than that, and what I saw out there today in CenturyLink Field is a team coming in here and saying, let's play smart. Let's just keep the game in front of us. Let's just keep things under control. And we're going to do enough to give ourselves a chance to win. And we're going to win if the other team is stupid. And that's exactly what the hell we were today. We were stupid as hell. And I expect better from a team coached by Pete Carroll. I don't want to make this video so long where I discuss everything that went wrong today, because I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long. I've gotten a little criticism in recent weeks for my videos being too long, so this game, like I said, there was a general attitude of stupidity on this team today. We were a stupid team. The Saints were a smart team. And that was enough. Chris Carson, I want his shit out of here, man. You just a running back. And I think some people out there don't really understand how replaceable a running back is. All I need from a running back in this NFL is you got to get the yards that are there. You got to not fumble it. And if you can block a little bit out of the backfield, that's nice too. Today, he didn't do any of those things. He hasn't been doing those things this whole season. I gave him a little bit of a break after the Bengals game. I was even holding back a little after the Pittsburgh game where I was really down on him. I can't have this. I don't know if I'm going to get what I want. I want that dude shit out of the locker room, because you're just a running back. You can't be the reason why we're losing games. And right now, he is the reason why, in this case, a big reason why we lost this game. And I can point to him very clearly as a reason why we had such close calls in the first two games. I can replace Chris Carson like that. And if you don't think an NFL team can replace a Chris Carson no problem, then I suggest you watch some of these other teams in the NFL that have elite quarterbacks. So, a lot of people need to be called out. I'm really calling out Chris Carson. I don't want him part of this offense anymore. He can go play special teams, or he can go work at McDonald's. Tedric Thompson. Same to you. You almost blew the game for us against the Bengals in week 1. You sit out week 2 with the injury. This week, you don't even suit up. And you're running out onto the field after a turnover to celebrate with the boys. You got your jacket on. 15-yard penalty. Send us back after a huge momentum-changing, potentially game-changing play, you're just going to set us back 15 yards. Tedric, I can't even have you on this team, I guess. You're going to find a way to hurt us when you're inactive. I want his shit out of here, too. He can't even control himself when he's not on the active roster. What the hell? And by the way, you're running on the field to celebrate with your teammates. We're down 3 touchdowns. We're down 20 points. We just got a fumble on a punt return because the offense isn't doing shit. What the hell are you celebrating? That pissed me off. Brian Schotten. I'll save that. Brian Schneider. I'm going to start with you. You should have been gone probably 2 or 3 years ago. You're here because the GM's your brother, which is just great. It's wonderful that we have nepotism in this organization right now. I understand there's nepotism everywhere in the NFL, but Jesus Christ. How many years in a row is this special teams going to be garbage? First 2 weeks, seems like things are coming around. Things are okay. Things are a little better. And today, I can clearly point to the special teams as a major reason why we lost this game. We got destroyed by the Saints on special teams, and they had a fumble on a punt return. They lost the ball on a punt return, and they still destroyed us. They had a punt return for a touchdown. Their punter had 2 punts go inside the 2-yard line. Meanwhile, our punter sucks all of a sudden. Michael Dixon, best punter in the world last year, this year, gone to hell. I don't think he forgot how to punt, so I'm going to put that in the lap of Brian Schneider. The Saints punter had other good punts too. Like, if you compare the 2 punters in this game today, it's no contest. We spent a draft pick on ours. We hype ours up as the best young punter in the league, and I don't believe he forgot how to punt. And the thing that pissed me off the most in this game, look, the Carson fumble infuriated me. Tedric Thompson's penalty when he's not even on the active roster sent me over the edge. But we're forcing a long field goal that the Saints missed, by the way, and Al Woods is lined up in the wrong spot. How does that ever happen? Lining up across from the center is illegal on a field goal. Everybody who plays special teams should be told that, and then they go, okay, I'm never going to do that. There's no reason for me to ever line up across from the center. There's no reason for me to ever be touching the center. I don't think these players are that stupid. I don't think that it makes sense for the players that we get to replace the old players who weren't getting the job done on special teams are just as bad as the guys who replaced them. Brian Schneider, you should have been gone 2 years ago. I want your shit out of here too. And I'm sorry, but after a loss like this, I want to see the guillotine fall down on a couple of guys. I really do. I want to see some blood. I don't know if I'm going to get it. Probably not. But somebody's got to wake up. But the most disheartening thing is that 2-headed monster at coach. Pete Carroll, Brian Schottenheimer. I've always stuck up for Pete. I've doubted him once or twice, but I've always stuck up for him. I've never wanted him gone. I've never wanted him fired. But if it's Pete Carroll's fault that we're getting mediocre offensive minds like Brian Schottenheimer to run our offense with our $160 million quarterback, he can go too. And I know what that means for this team. I know what that means for this organization. But we have hitched our wagon to Russell Wilson. We have given him $160 million over the next 4 years. And we want to put the game in the hands of a running back we took in the 7th round, who I don't even know if he's making $500,000 this year. I'm not saying he's a bad player, although he has been a very bad player so far this year. I'm saying, why would you give your quarterback all that money and then go tell your running back to be the driving force behind your offense? If you're going to do that, go get some Case Keenum type quarterback. You can let him just drive the bus just as well as anybody else can. Drives me nuts. We come out today. We're running the ball on that first drive. We're dumping it off to backs behind the line of scrimmage with no blocking in front of them. We're running little dive plays. We're running those read option plays where Wilson only keeps it twice a game, maybe. And I'm just sitting here thinking, this is not what you spend $40 million a year on. And I know it all comes from those two guys, Pete Carroll, Brian Schottenheimer. You better figure out what we have. You better figure out where the resources are. Because right now, Chris Carson is a negative impact player on this team. Rashad Penny, I don't know when he gets back. CJ Prosise, he's good at some stuff. Taking handoffs doesn't really seem like it's one of them. I'm sorry. And you better understand where the talent on this team, where the investment on this team is focused. Or it's just going to be another 9-10 win season where you're out in the first round and you're like, well, we did enough so everybody can keep their jobs. Well, I'm not going to just be okay with that this year, believe me. But yeah, I'm disgusted. I could spend another 20 minutes talking about the shit that went wrong. Maybe I'll do a live show tonight. I don't know. I've never done it before, I don't think. But yeah, this was bad. This is bad, people. And it's not just a loss. 2-1 is fine. Even losing at home is fine. My question is, are we going to learn the right lessons? Because we were going to let Chris Carson control this game. We were going to let the running game control this game. And it dug us a hole, and we couldn't get out of it. All right. Video coming on Tuesday. I'm going to be in a better mood by then, but right now, I'm livid. I'm doing everything I can to just hold back. Bye.